Hello everyone, La13 Scale here, also known as Scale. Welcome back to Date Everything. I remembered how to turn on a face cam this time. Yeah, I did. Okay, I did. So anyway, we have a fireplace to go talk to. And I looked it up. There's Bodhi. I found him. I had to look it up afterwards because I was like, I looked all over the house. Where'd he go? He's on the fireplace the whole time. So, I mean, hey, I guess that works out. But we have a...
Well. The enigmatic Amber returns for another lesson.
Oh, God, I forgot what this does to me as a person. Just, I don't know. There's just something... How do I phrase this? Like, don't get me wrong, he's doing a great job of convincing me to date him or whatever. But there's a part of me that's just very happy to hear Dante Bosco in another role. And I'm just very happy about that. Anyway, I should preemptively get my fan ready. I know where this is going. It's here. We're ready.
You ready?
I got the fan, don't I? I'm stoked.
Nice.
I thought you would like that. Oh, look at the little heart.
We're gonna stick with getting to know you, but it's time for a new kind of icebreaker.
Okay.
As you might know, ice sucks.
I don't like being cold, so yeah.
So we gotta break it.
Okay.
First off, what's the worst way to get someone's attention?
Ooh. Punch them in the face. Like, it'll work to get their attention, but they're gonna be too pissed at you to do anything else. Catcalling, unwanted touch, inappropriate comment. Unwanted touch.
Right! That's just an insincere and unsolicited form of selfish flattery. And for what?
That's a lot of words, but you're right.
Someone who does that isn't trying to get to know you. They're just being a creep.
I agree.
So the real question is, how do you start a conversation with someone you don't know in a respectful way that also shows you might be interested in them and hopefully makes them interested in you?
Compliment. Compliment. The answer is compliment. And you want to compliment something about them that they put effort into, right? We actually had this conversation at work, which is really kind of funny because they're like, yeah, what's it? Because, like, you've dated other women in the past, so, like, what makes it different? And I go, well, the compliments you usually get when you're trying to be flirted with tend to be more sincere. They're not things like, oh, I love your eyes, which are so, like, don't get me wrong, it's a nice compliment, but I was born with these things. I can't really control the fact that they're brown. I can't control what they look like. The closest I mean, I could put contacts in, I guess, that'd change the color, but, like, that's nothing. Now, if I was gonna hit on somebody at the bar, it would be something along the lines of, oh my God, your eyeliner, you have it put on perfectly, and I would love to learn how to do that, but I'm so impressed. You know, like, kind of fumbling over myself a little bit. But also complimenting their outfits. Okay. Full transparency. Drunk at a club Scale, just goes up to other women that I find pretty and just says, your outfit's so pretty. Or, you just look so pretty. Not because I want anything out of the interaction, other than I just want to make other women feel good about how they look that night. So just, like, just imagine, right? Like, you're at a club, like, minding your own business, and then some drunk lady you've never met before just comes up to you and goes, oh my God, you're so pretty. Like, would that not change something for you?
Tricky,
anyway,
right?
No, it's not. Compliment, genuine compliment. Something about either their personality or, like, something that they put effort into.
That's what we're gonna explore today.
I'm real good at that one. Really passionate about this kind of stuff, huh? Whatever, you're the boss. So what if I want to get everyone to hate me? Do I just do the opposite?
You ain't lying.
Aw.
I am fire, after all. A flaming hot, hopeless romantic.
I want to know what lines broke him when he read them.
You know what I've seen? How many proposals I've warmed?
Aw.
First date flirting in the living room, Valdiva flicks and chills, wine night cuddle sessions, bearskin rug rub-downs.
Okay, look, the last one is a no for me. But I would 100% be down to, like, you know, since be hanging out with my man in front of a fireplace like that, just nice quiet night in.
Let's just say I've done my research on this sort of thing.
I'm glad somebody has.
And not to mention, well, I'd like to be in love one day.
Aw.
Anyway, I know about fiery connections.
I'm glad.
That's why I can help you.
Okay.
But nothing could happen without the icebreaker.
Okay.
And the icebreaker is observation and interest.
I have to agree with both of those. You observe something about them. I don't know. Maybe they're wearing a Dragon Ball shirt. Right? That's something you observe. Interests means clearly they're interested in Dragon Ball. There's a good chance that they saw the new season. Or, you know, they watch Dayama. That's the new one, right? And then you could, like, talk about that. Or, you know, they're wearing an anime shirt, something that you don't watch. Like, oh yeah, I haven't seen that one. Is that Jujutsu Kaisen? It is? Okay, that one I haven't gone into. I've kind of been more like solo leveling Demon Slayer lately. A little bit of Frieren just to mix it up, but I've also been a huge fan of this season's isekais. And then, like, you can branch off from that and, like, talk about other interests. I was doing that a little bit at work today, just in general, because they're like, wait a minute, you like anime? I'm like, yes, actually, I've been borrowing audiobooks of light novel versions of an anime that I like that they're never going to make another season of, which is How a Realist Hero Rebuilt a Kingdom. So yes. I'm gonna see what he says about interests.
Right. It might seem basic, but first you gotta notice them. But not just that. You can't be like, oh, they're hot, I'm gonna go talk to them.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
Nah, yo, you gotta really take them in.
Yo? Who wrote this guy? Somebody from, like, the 2000s?
What's their demeanor? How do they look? Are they with someone? All that and more.
Oh yeah, do they got headphones in that say, leave me the fuck alone?
Then, use the information you glean to guess what they might be interested in, and lead with that.
Okay. But how though? Whoa. But how though?
Alright. Say there's
Okay.
somebody you meet for the first time and they're wearing merch of a show or a game or a book, you know? What do? Maybe compliment them on it, right?
See? See? I just said, did I not just say? Did you guys not just hear me?
But what could you immediately follow that compliment up with that's even better?
Have you watched the new season? Ask them who their favorite character is. Okay. Tell them your favorite episode, quiz them about... Okay, so I'm gonna break down what's wrong with the two. The correct answer is this one, but I'm gonna break down what's wrong with these two. Right? So if you quiz them on what they know about the series, it's going to be felt like gatekeeping, and you're going to try to prevent them from interacting with you in a way that's going to make them happy, because they're going to feel like you're trying to dictate who can and can't be part of that fandom, right? You can have somebody who's a casual enjoyer of something not know every single detail about the thing. Let me give an example with something I think that's behind me. Right? Okay. I have Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy Funko Pops behind me, right? I'm kind of a casual enjoyer. I don't know every single arc going on with Harley Quinn or Poison Ivy specifically. I have the general understanding and knowledge of their ideas. I don't know who every single one of them is dated. I don't know what every single, like, what they've done in every single arc of their storyline. Not to mention, if I was to go all the way back to the beginning, from when these characters existed, we're going back decades. So I'm not gonna do that. But I can still appreciate and enjoy the characters, especially their relationships as they currently have them. Telling them your favorite episode feels like you want to hear yourself think, like, or talk, right? Which is also a bit of the problem with the one that I was saying. But that was my way of pivoting to the one that I was saying earlier, like pivoting from Jujutsu Kaisen to animes in general, and then it ends with a question leading it on to them. Like, hey, I'm pivoting away from this to something of a similar category, but do you have anything to add of the similar category? And then just giving them the whole conversation. If you're just talking about your favorite episode to them, there's a chance they might not have seen that episode. They may only be in season 1 because season 1's on Netflix and you were watching it on Crunchyroll, which has season 2. And you're telling them about something from season 2, and then that's a spoiler. So I'd say we throw the ball in their court, ask them some questions, see what they come back with.
That's a good one.
See? And they're more than likely gonna go into some kind of diatribe about it, right? But if they just sit there and say, oh, my favorite's Vegeta. Okay, why? Like, if that's just where that's gonna end up, clearly they're not interested in having any more of the conversation. But if you want to probe a little bit further just to see, maybe they're just being awkward, you could be like, oh, what is it about? I'm not a Dragon Ball guy, but I know that most people really like Goku. So, like, what's it that draws you to Vegeta instead of Goku? Something like that. Which is kind of a question that I've asked my fiance, who is a Vegeta guy. From the little bits that I've watched, I'm kind of a Gohan kind of guy. 100%. Though I do think I like the Majin Buu arc some of the most from what I was seeing. Though some of the Frieza stuff's good. Frieza annoys the shit out of me. Anyway, that's not even my fandom. I was the Naruto kid.
Smile, gently ease into the topic, and you can build a great rapport with them really quickly.
Yes, lead in.
So, you learn about, or even better, share in their interest. Make them excited about it.
Yeah, I 100% agree. If you start getting them to talk about their special interests to the part where they feel like they're dumping and oversharing on you, you're doing great.
Start that connection by talking with them about what brings them the most joy.
Yes, and then I'm going to put a comma here. A semicolon, really. Because here's the next part. And this is how you win everybody. You ready for this? Active listening. Active listening means that anytime that you want to throw in something like a set of words in edgewise, you don't hold on to that information. You don't lock it in the back of your head. None of that, which I know is really hard for those of us with ADHD. But you just let them go. You nod your head, yes, no, okay. And you actually listen. Now, to show when you're doing that active listening, when they're done talking, you contribute something more to the conversation that makes it seem as you were listening. Either repeating something back at them as affirmative. So, like, if somebody's going on and on and on about the troubles that they're having with, I don't know, say getting published, right? Be like, oh, I see. So a lot of the problems that you're having is because the publishing industry is more about who you know rather than the quality of what your work is. Am I getting that right? And then that could, they'll be like, oh, yes, that's it. Or, no, I think we've missed a step somewhere because it's this that's more of the problem. There's just not many publication houses for Christian literature or something like that where I'm located. So my pickings are a little bit slim. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. And then you can pivot from that way. So get them talking about what they like. Shut the hell up. Don't put in 2 cents edgewise until it looks like it's about that time to do so, or that you need to continue to stimulate the conversation, and just kind of let them have the moment. They're going to really enjoy, and they're going to remember fondly talking about something that they loved the most with a person who seemed like they were listening.
What better way to build a friendship?
You build a friendship before you build a relationship. Oh, sorry. That makes a lot of sense.
Dope. You get it then. You gotta communicate, you feel me?
Yeah, but you're not wearing any fandom shit, so this is gonna be really hard.
Let's go to phase 2.
Well, you are fire, so if I just give you some fire words, I think we should be okay. Right, Hotman?
Sorry, Sifu Hotman.
And stop calling me that! Alright, so you made it past the icebreaker. Now you're vibing a little.
Yeah, we've broken through just a little bit. We got a good rapport going, all right?
They mentioned they're going to a concert of one of your favorite bands. What do you say next?
Oh, that's cool. I wish I could go. Let's see what my options are. Oh man, I love them. Are you going with any friends? Ooh, that's good. Lucky you got an extra ticket. Music's for dorks. Okay, don't go tsundere. They're not gonna have an extra ticket. Just don't assume with that. Not to mention, even if they do, you want them to be the one to offer it to you. So, oh man, they're one of my favorites. You going with anybody? How'd you get tickets? When I tried getting them, like Ticketmaster was booked. You must have got like some kind of connection, you know, just something. Right?
That's what I'm talking about, playa.
See? For example, I have tickets to to the Starbomb concert. I don't have an extra ticket I'm giving out. I am going with people, but if I said to somebody, you know, hey, I'm going to a Starbomb concert, and they were like, oh, you got an extra ticket, instead of just playing it off as a joke, right? If they meant it literally, I'd be like, no. But if they're like, oh, what, you got an extra ticket for me too? No, you wish. If that's the kind of rapport we got. But if I'm just meeting somebody at the club for the first time, no.
Keeping it nice and casual and taking an interest while showing interest.
Not to mention as well, if they do end up having an extra ticket, maybe a friend or a date canceled on them, they'll know that you're interested in it, and they might ask you if you want to go.
Smooth. If they say no and they don't really have any friends who are into this band, let them know you might be down to go if they want company.
Mm-hmm. If you manage to get tickets. Yeah, that's the big thing.
If they say yes, maybe just tell them you're stoked for them. Don't want to seem pushy or self-inviting.
Exactly. This is the big one, the self-inviting.
Get to know them before getting too personal. You know, build up to it. Maintain that good balance of digging somebody, learning about them, and gauging their boundaries.
Yeah, you don't want to like rush too fast. It's not going to work otherwise. Sass. Actually, I kind of have a non sequitur question for you before I go.
Oh, well, damn. Shoot.
Yeah.
Fired up.
Why are you so into love? What's your biggest pet peeve on picking up somebody? What aspect of love do you think is most important in life? Well, he already said that he hopes to be in love someday. What's your biggest pet peeve in picking up somebody?
Damn. Then, well, as you could probably tell from our lessons, it's this idea of being sleazy or douchey.
This man's after my heart. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you don't want to, I don't want to feel like I have to shower after I'm done talking to you.
As much as I love love, nobody owes anybody else a relationship. That's the biggest thing.
I love this man. He's great.
You can say all the right things to somebody, but it means nothing unless you actually get to know them.
Thank you.
It's the real jerks that don't bother with that and say whatever they can to get what they want.
The fuck boys. Oh, always them. Every time. Oh, my God, I remember my teenage years having to deal with all of those, and just, I'm so glad I'm out of the dating pool now. Like, not that dating isn't good. I just, like, that's a lot of work. Right? I'm cool when my relationship flirting status has gotten to, hey, I put away all of the dishes and ran the dishwasher, and And I cleaned up that thing in the living room that's been bothering you for 3 weeks. When that's my new level of flirting, doing all the hard stuff just goes right out the window. I don't want it.
So, yeah, that's my biggest pet peeve, I guess.
Yes. I promise I won't be sleazy to you.
You're a good listener.
See? Active listening. Active listening, motherfuckers.
Peace out, homie.
See ya. Ciao. Oh, Dante. You little sweetheart, you. Boy, oh boy. Is the remote a part of a person or is the remote part of the TV? Looks like the remote might be its own person. Ugh. It's already this late at night. Oh, that's right. So I found this on the floor the other day. I know that you don't know what this is, but I know what this is. And what this is, to me, is notes that I made previously. However, most of it's like wiped off. So under Koa, we handled that. In the nightstand, we got that. Click on plain text randomly. What does that mean? Click on plain text randomly. No. Okay. All right. I wonder if that was supposed to be talking to Willie. Weird lighting, also known as false shadows and reflection issues. Weird shadows. I mean, all these shadows look normal. And that could just be standard floor stuff. But, damn it, mouse. I mean, everything else is looking kind of normal. I wonder what it meant by weird shadows. Do I have to, like, check again during the daytime? Or something? Yeah. I don't know. Anyone else see weird shadows? Sorry, Dorian. I just don't think I see... Or is weird shadows supposed to be... Zoe? I don't know, it's hard to tell. I have no idea. Well, hopefully we'll figure it out at some later point. But those are all suggestions from Phoenicia, so maybe we go check out Phoenicia next. Either way, that's all the time I've got for this episode, so take care, everybody. Hey guys, outro here. All right. I hope you guys are taking all of my dating advice to heart. Just remember, viewer discretion is advised. All right, let's see. What have we got? This is going to be next part or something I pick, at least in the meantime. Up here, we got whatever the algorithm tells you that you're going to like. Either tell us our overlords are wrong, or, I don't know, let me know if you actually liked what they told you. And then down here at the bottom, I put some thought into it. Monster Prom. Monster Prom Part 1. I figured if you're here for Date Everything to date interesting characters, you're probably going to like my experience with Monster Prom and my proclivity for having a minor obsession with Damien. Because of course I have a minor obsession with Damien. Because apparently I have a frickin' type. Who would have guessed? Apologies about that. Oh my god, my whole brain went like, oh yeah. Let me know how you guys feel about these outros if you want. I'm just trying to get an idea of like if this type of outro is like better than just doing like the 5-second music at the end thing, or like, you know, if you guys actually like hearing me ramble while figuring out your stuff or whatever. But yeah, I feel like there was more words I was gonna say, but I guess I'll just end it here. So remember to drink your water, eat a food, and take your pills if you haven't yet today, and I'll see you guys next time.